Good evening, very good family, brothers and sisters, friends, and Merry Christmas. Welcome to our UFCC Community Christmas Eve program. My name is Matthew Jacobs, and this is my brother, Adam, and we are very pleased to be your MCs this evening. We will begin our Christmas Eve program with a traditional Dúchmor prayer service. The Lord's Prayer, Wachinash, led by Dimitri McCordy. Psalm Visakos Visdav Skodila, High Above the Star Was Rising, recited by Laura Sappicliffe and Lunia Foyle, led by Linda Novakshina. And the hymn, Vots Spasitils Nibes Nam Sashol, A Savior Has Come from Heaven, led by Larry Kernan. We ask you to please rise, and if you are able, remain standing for the prayer service.
Господи, благослови. Высоко звезда восходила, Мать Мария Христа сбродила. Народился Бог, всем богам Бог, народился Царь, всем царям Царь. Мирен царь возвышаться стал. Христос не оставил все золотые. Всем старцам, всем младенцам, всем вдовым. А вы, вдовы, не плачьте, а не рыдайте, ваши младенцы у Христа предприложили грудь. Богу нашему славу.
Lord, give us thy blessing. High above in the night sky, a brilliant star was rising as Mother Mary gave birth to Christ. Today is born God, God above all other gods. Today is born a king above all other kings. But King Herod was indignant and angry, for Christ brought gifts. His gift of golden treasures to all the elders, to all the children, and to all the widows. Therefore, all you unfortunate widows, do not weep and do not lament, for all your beloved children will forever live and be protected under the wings of Christ. For our God we praise.
Nina Jacare brings us greetings from the Verdon family.
Добрый вечер, дорогие братья и сестры. От имени нашего семейства мы сердечно поздравляем всех вас с Рождеством Христовым и с наступающим Новым годом. Мы желаем всем вам доброго здоровья, счастья, семейного благополучия и душевного спокойствия. Мы благодарим вас за вашу любовь, за вашу преданность, за вашу поддержку нашей организации Союза Духовных Общин Христа. Пусть Новый год принесет всем нам силы и желание продолжать по пути учения Иисуса Христа. Dear families, friends, all brothers and sisters, we welcome you to this evening's gathering and extend to each and every one of you our heartfelt wishes for a truly meaningful Christmas and a new year filled with renewed health, hope, and spirit. As we prepare to celebrate Christmas and the coming year, let us not lose sight of the true meaning of this celebration. It is our hope that as we gather with our families and friends, we can dedicate some time to reflect on why we celebrate the birth of the Prince of Peace and how we can manifest the significance of this celebration into our daily lives. In doing so, we will not only honor the birth of the one we have gathered to celebrate, but we will nourish our hearts and souls with the spiritual fulfillment we seek. Many of us have loved ones who are no longer with us. As difficult as it may be to celebrate the holidays without them, we will continue to hold them close in our hearts and our memories. To those who may be dealing with health issues, let us offer our prayers to comfort them in their time of need. May the spirit of the season touch each and every one of us, and may we strive to keep that spirit long after the festivities are over. Wishing you all God's blessings. Thank you, and Merry Christmas from our family to yours.
Please join us in the congregational.
Thank you, Nina. On behalf of all of us, we wish Auntie Laura and your entire family the very best of health and happiness during this holiday season and throughout 2020.
Now, please join us in the congregational singing of a traditional Christmas hymn, Pridite Prudensu, O Come All Ye Faithful, led by Beth McAuction. We ask the Grand Forks psalmist to please go to the front of the stage.
Please welcome the Grand Forks psalmists.
Дорогие братья и сестры и все приезжие гости, хочу от имени псалмопевцов поздравить всех вас с праздником Рождеством Христовым и с наступающим Новым годом. Желаем всем крепкого здоровья, счастья и успехов в вашей жизни. Dear brothers and sisters and all the guests, I'd like to, from our psalm singers, wish you all a Merry Christmas and an upcoming Happy New Year. We wish you good health, happiness, and success in all your daily doings. Споем псалом «Чистая Дева Мария», читает Коля Махортова, запевает Лиза Пепина.
Господи, благослови. Чистая Дева Мария, изо всех родов благочестная, родила нам Сына Иисуса, сама Мать благодати, в Рождестве Твоем Христе Боже, бесперестанно, Мать моя, рыдаешь, жалостный свой глаз испускаешь. О, вы Сын Ты мой возлюбленный, предсладкий Ты мой есть Сын Иисус Христос. На кого Ты меня, Мать, покидаешь, кому дозор отдаваешь? Кому склоню главу свою? Кто утешит печаль мою? Иисус на кресте проречит, и Иоанна за сына наречет. Нарекаю тебя, Мать, и Иоанна за сына. Он до время тебя не покинет, ни злобливой есть и будет. Не рыдай, моя Мать, не помышляй меня умершим. Моя смерть — жизнь вечная. Я на третий день воскресну, на небеса вознесусь, с ангелами буду царствовать, а с праведными людьми ликовать. Когда ты, моя Мать, будешь успешна, я не ангела к тебе сошлю, а сам к тебе сойду, и сам твою душу на небо возьму. Богу нашему славу.
Споем стих «Любит лишь Христос безмерно», запевает Дмитрий Макортов. Любит лишь Христос безмерно, как любит Он, навсегда так нежно, верно, как любит Он. Счастье мира все ничтожно, разлюбить друзьям возможно, Он же любит непреложно, как любит Он. Он же любит непреложно, как любит Он. Крестной смертью искупивший, как любит Он, самой слабых не забывший, как любит Он. Им все прошлое покрыто, сколько радости сокрыто во Христе, кому открыто, как любит Он. Во Христе, кому открыто, как любит Он. Познать Его желает, как любит Он. В мире радость тот узнает, как любит Он. Он врачует все страдания и дарует оправдания. Он на жизнь упования, как любит Он. Он на жизнь упования, как любит Он. Всех к себе Он призывает, как любит Он. Свое царство призывает, как любит Он. Все блаженства обещая и заботой окружая, Он ведет нас в двери рая, как любит Он. Он ведет нас в двери рая, как любит Он. I'm coming from the back because I don't want to knock anybody over. Трио Дмитрий, Луня и Поля споют стих. Есть много прекрасных высоких учений.
Есть много прекрасных высоких учений. should we allow it to come in our midst. With love in our hearts, let us peacefully toil on and bring joy to all who live on this earth. With love in our hearts, let us peacefully toil on and bring joy to all who live on this earth. Снимайте оковы, давайте свободу друг другу, брат брату с родной стороне. Ведь место всем хватить разумно трудиться и мирно хлеб кушать на Божьей земле. Ведь место всем хватить разумно трудиться и мирно хлеб кушать на Божьей земле.
Заключаем нашу программу с пением стишка. Радостную песню мы теперь поем. Запевает Ларион Куренев. Радостную песнь мы теперь поем, мы хвалу Богу всюду воздаем, за Его благие, благодатные Его к нам. О, аллилуйя, аллилуйя навсегда. В небесах мы живем, в небесах внимание и еще раз желаем всем вам благ на этих торжественных праздниках. We all wish you well and thank you for attention. And the hand clapping, we love it.
Our psalmists are the guardians of the precious and unique tradition of Doukhobor psalm singing that has spanned centuries. You are a small group, and we are always grateful that you are upholding this valuable part of our heritage. Wishing you the best of health in the new year so you can continue to sing.
We would like to share a story about the giving of gifts at Christmas. The gold wrapping paper. Once upon a time, there was a man who worked very hard just to keep food on the table for his family. This particular year, a few days before Christmas, he punished his little 5-year-old daughter after learning that she had used up the family's only roll of expensive gold wrapping paper. As money was tight, he became even more upset when on Christmas Eve, he saw that the child had used all of the expensive gold paper to decorate one shoebox she had put under the Christmas tree. He was also concerned about where she had gotten money to buy what was in the shoebox. Nevertheless, the next morning, the little girl, filled with excitement, brought the gift box to her father and said, "This is for you, Daddy." As he opened the box, the father was embarrassed by his earlier overreaction, now regretting how he had punished her. But when he opened the shoebox, he found it was empty, and again his anger flared. "Don't you know, young lady," he said harshly, "when you give someone a present, there's supposed to be something inside the package." The little girl looked up at him with sad tears rolling from her eyes and whispered, "Daddy, it's not empty. I blew kisses into it until it was all full." The father was crushed. He fell on his knees and put his arms around his precious little girl. He begged her to forgive him for his unnecessary anger. An accident took the life of the child only a short time later. It is told that the father kept this little gold box by his bed for all the years of his life. Whenever he was discouraged or faced difficult problems, he would open the box, take out an imaginary kiss, and remember the love of this beautiful child who had put it there. In a very real sense, each of us has been given an invisible golden box filled with unconditional love and kisses from our family, friends, and God. There is no more precious possession anyone could hold.
We are now pleased to welcome Linda Novachnik, who will convey greetings from the USCC Executive Committee.
Дорогая семейство Великина, дорогие братья и сестры, on behalf of the USCC Executive Committee, it is my pleasure to extend our warmest Christmas greetings to our dedicated members and their families, our supporters and friends in our communities throughout Canada and around the world. May we all be blessed with peace, love, joy, and health during the holiday season and throughout the coming year. От имени Исполнительного комитета Союза Духовных Общин Христа я рада передать наши самые теплые рождественские поздравления нашим преданным членам и их семьям, нашим сторонникам и друзьям в наших общинах во всей Канаде и во всем мире. Пусть все мы будем благословлены миром, любовью, радостью и здоровьем в праздничный сезон и по течение всего наступающего года. Popular culture and marketing frequently define Christmas as the time for giving and time to spend with your family. These are important sentiments and inspire acts of generosity, forgiveness, thoughtfulness, and goodwill during the festive season. All good things made better still if carried on throughout the year, and they certainly are in keeping with the fundamental Christian values of love, kindness, patience, and compassion. Yet what's often overlooked in all the benevolent hustle and bustle and festive good works is the reason for the season, Jesus Christ, and those activities in our Doukhobor community that honor and celebrate his birth. Unlike those of you here tonight, many forego the Christmas Eve community meeting in favor of spending time elsewhere this evening. So thank you, everyone, for joining us at tonight's program and sharing this special evening with your community family. Самое главное, давайте решим следовать учению Христа о любви, сострадании и мире каждый день следующего года. Давайте будем добрыми, терпимыми и щедрыми нуждающихся не только в рождественский сезон, но и круглый год. Let us make an effort to be the best we can be and make a positive difference, not only as individuals, but also as members of our community. We know there are some who have experienced loss and sorrow this past year, those who are struggling with illness and pain. We pray that you find solace, healing, and peace. May God grant you strength and grace. Wishing everyone a wonderful Christmas and all the very best of everything in the new year. С Рождеством Христовым и с наступающим Новым годом.
Thank you, Linda. Please pass on our very best wishes to the executive committee members and thank them for the exceptional work they are doing on our behalf.
This morning, we received an email from Bruce Cadbury. He asked us to pass on his greetings to you all tonight. Dear youth and all Duke Corps in Grand Forks and the Kootenays, I am still in awe at the amazing performances you arranged and put on in May. This was just part of the wholly overwhelming warmth of welcome and love that was showered on me throughout my visit, not only in Castlegar, but in Grand Forks and then other places as I met Duke Corps communities across Canada. Thank you all so much. If you ever come towards London, please contact me and I will find accommodation either with us, older people, not much fun, or one of my sons or daughters, more fun, they have young children. With much love and hopes for a cleaner and more peaceful planet in the future, Bruce Cadbury. Now, please join in the congregational singing of another traditional Christmas carol, Радуйся мир, Христос рожден, Joy to the World, led by Dmitry McGordon. Grand Forks Community Choir, please get ready for your performance.
Добрый вечер, тетя Луша и все Великое семейство. Добрый вечер, братья и сестры. Поздравляю всех вас с праздниками Рождеством Христовым и наступающим Новым годом. On behalf of our Duke Corps Community Choir, we wish all of you a very Merry Christmas and a healthy and happy New Year. As you can see, our choir is a tad smaller this year, but our spirit more than fills this stage. We wish those choir members who are traveling to be with their families a safe journey, and we send healing prayers to our singing partners who are in need of them tonight, and bless these wonderful people standing on stage ready to sing their hearts out. We begin our program with the hymn, Отец Сына к нам послал, led by Stephanie Verrigan.
Name
Whenever we begin rehearsing our next hymn, I could hear Rob Olive's voice from behind me say, "I love this song." And it always made me smile. And it is a very beautiful song. Christos v тебе душа нашла, led by Larry Green.
Христос в тебе душа
нашла в тебе одном. Мир, радость, блага, без числа и вечной жизни дом. Довольства, счастья нет ни в ком, нет и ни другом. Любовь и жизнь в Христе одном нашел я счастья в нем.
нашел все то,
Что я искал и больше, чем я ждал, благословения ты мне дал, какого я не знал. Довольства, счастья нет ни в ком, нет и ни другом. Любовь и жизнь в Христе одном нашел я счастья в нем.
о счастье сердцем
Я вздыхал тебя, жени искал, я мимо рая проходил, но ты остановил. Довольства, счастья нет ни в ком, нет и ни другом. Любовь и жизнь в Христе одном нашел я счастья.
It seems every nationality, every language has their version of one of the most sung Christmas carols in the world. Our next hymn, Silent Night, is as sung in Russian. Ночь тиха, ночь свята, led by Karina Malin.
Ночь тиха, ночь свята, свет с небес, льет звезда, Божий Сын перед нами повис. В Вифлеемском вертепе
an evening such as this one comes together through the efforts of many hands. We would like to thank John Zibin for never refusing our request to sit at the controls of our awesome sound system, coming to our practices beforehand and helping us whenever asked. Thank you so much. My sister and I are blessed with 4 wonderful nephews who always say yes to their aunties when asked for help. We rotate between the 4 of them, and this evening we would like to thank Spencer and Tristan for all your assistance. We love you, dear. Our community center looks warm and inviting thanks to the Our community center looks warm and inviting thanks to the artistic eye of Laverne Seminoff and of course Sam too. We didn't even have to ask. I learned over the past 3 years since moving home to Grand Forks, Laverne's favorite sentence begins with, "I'll do it." Thank you so much. The stage looks beautiful. It is our own Stephanie who designs and puts together the little hymn program booklets you have for congregational singing. She has most of it together before I even ask her for help. A big thank you, Steph. Thank you to Rob Stevenson for stepping into Walter Hudikoff's shoes tonight and videoing our program. Rob's immediate response when I asked him for help was, "Sure, Chota, I would be happy to do it." And our 2 young, handsome MCs. What can I say? Thank you, Matthew and Adam Jacobs, for once again stepping up to the plate and doing such a great, great job this evening. Rod and Tammy, you should be very proud. And Larry Ernoff, well, you're our soul. Thank you for always being here. Thank you to all of you for your very kind attention.
And thank you to Beth and Linda for being our choir directors, for leading us, for organizing the program and this evening. Thank you very much. It could not happen without you.
We are delighted that Donna Seminoff and her son, Forrest Miles, are participating with us tonight, singing a favorite hymn, Pastel Dobry Ishi. Welcome, Donna and Forrest.
He's not here. Good boy, beloved. He was good.
Dobry wieczór. Thank you for this opportunity for us all to be together tonight. This song, Pastor Dobry, Forrest and I learned it with the community choir, the one that just sang. It was a very wonderful opportunity to sing together, young and old. This song has brought peace to people very close to us in the last couple of years, and we thought it was fitting. Today we are celebrating the birth of the Jesus, who is called the King of Peace, and I appreciate how he encouraged us all to expand our capacity to love and expand our capacity to peace, and may we continue on that journey. Pastor Shine.
We look forward to having your beautiful voices join our Community Newport Choir in the new year.
And let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as our Father, brothers all are we. Let me walk with my brother in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Peace matters. Where there is peace, there is God. Where there is God, there is peace. Most of us would say that Christmas is our favorite holiday. It has often been said that Christmas is for children, and while that is true, it is also for adults. Even as adults, we anxiously look forward to the arrival of Christmas. We find ourselves becoming more and more excited as the day draws near and the decorations begin to appear. It is that one time of the year when it seems people can lay aside their differences and live harmoniously with each other. During the Christmas season, the air seems fresher, our demeanor seems more optimistic, and we want to do good for our fellow man. During Christmas, we speak of peace more than any other time of the year. We become more generous, and we want to make our lives and the lives of others a little better. You cannot listen to a Christmas song without hearing the words believe, peace, hope, love, and joy. We hear these words all year long, but they seem to have a special meaning at Christmas. As Christmas approaches, we find ourselves going out of our way to do nice things for people. We tend to smile more and we feel a warm glow inside. Even though the preparations for Christmas can be stressful, we find ourselves rising above them and doing them with joy in our hearts. We reflect on the meaning of Christmas, and in general, we try to be better people. Christmas truly is the most wonderful time of the year. However, why do we think that the feeling of Christmas has to be relegated to one day during the year? Why do we rob ourselves of that feeling for all the other 364 days? Why can't every day be Christmas in our hearts? We celebrate Christmas to commemorate the birth of Jesus. There are so many lessons that we can learn from the story of Jesus' birth. We can learn to be patient and to believe in something that is miraculous. We can learn to be generous, hopeful, and obedient. Jesus is, after all, the gift of peace that has been given to the entire world. It is a peace that can last all year if we allow it to. With God and His goodness, every day can be and should be Christmas. The miracle of Christmas can be evident in our lives every single day. We do not have to wait until December 25th to be at peace. We do not have to wait until Christmas to do for our fellow man and to put the needs of others ahead of our own. We often hear stories of people doing wonderful things for others during Christmas. We collect money for the needy. We think about those who are less fortunate than we are, and we are encouraged to help them. We can do that all year long. We do not have to wait to be generous. A generous heart is a peaceful heart, and when we do for others, we do just as much good for ourselves as we do for them. So I ask you, what is wrong with walking around with a smile on your face, joy in your heart, and peace on your mind all year long? The answer is absolutely nothing. Christmas may be one day, but it can be a way of life. It should be our goal to make it a way of life. We can feel that joyous feeling all year, and that is what God wants for our lives. He wants us to be at peace, to have hope and faith, and to believe in something far bigger than ourselves. So how can we do that? We can do it by living our lives the way God intends us to. We can do it by having faith that God is in control and letting Him be in control. We can do it by allowing other people to live their lives and not trying to control them. We can do it by looking for opportunities to help others and going out of our way to perform random acts of kindness for people. We can do it by allowing God's peace to fill our hearts and truly believing that He can do that for us and all the other people in the world. We have often said, I really need to do this. After all, it is Christmas. Maybe what we should be saying is, I really need to do this. After all, it is another day that God has given me. As Christmas approaches and we begin to feel ourselves getting that Christmas glow, let's say to ourselves that we are going to make this feeling last all year. But let's not just say it. Let's do it. Let's try to see the world through our Christmas eyes instead of through our everyday eyes. Let's try to fill the world with peace, faith, hope, and love every day. And let's go out of our way to be good to the people we love and even to the people we do not know. If we can truly do that, then every day can be the most wonderful time of the year, and the world can be a more peaceful place, because peace matters.
Light a candle for peace, light a candle for love, light a candle that shines all the way around the world. Light a candle for me, light a candle for you, that our wish for world peace will one day come true. Light a candle for peace, light a candle for love, light a candle that shines all the way around the world. Light a candle for me, light a candle for you, that our wish for world peace will one day come true. Sing peace around the world, sing peace around the world, sing peace around the world, sing peace around the world. Light a candle for peace, light a candle for love, light a candle that shines all the way around the world. Light a candle for me, light a candle for you, so our wish for world peace will one day come true. Light a candle for peace, light a candle for love, light a candle that shines all the way around the world. Light a candle for me, light a candle for you, so our wish for world peace will one day come true. Merry Christmas.
Thank you to the Grand Forks Community Jickabour Choir for your wonderful performance. It is always a pleasure to sing together.
This brings our evening to an end. We wish to thank all of you for taking the time to join us this evening. Coming together as a community is really what makes this a joyous occasion. We would like to wish each and every one of you a very Merry Christmas and only the best of health and all good things in the new 2020 year. For those of you going through difficult times, please feel our prayers and warm hugs. We invite and definitely encourage everyone to attend the Christmas Millennia tomorrow morning beginning at 10 a.m. What a wonderful way it will be to welcome Christmas Day. Gentlemen, please help to put away the benches after we finish tonight. We will end our Christmas Eve program with Silent Night led by Liz Pepin.